What did we learn from the 4 IPOs that literally came out today? Number 1, we learned that hype carries everything. Gemini is a bad company, but just because they're crypto and their name says space station, this thing pumped, not only pumped pre-IPO, pumped limit order when we made 10% just off the limit order in my live chat. That's insane. So IPO hype is very well alive as long as it's something hype like crypto. Even though it was only $2 billion valuation company losing money left and right. Crazy just because it was backed by the NASDAQ for a little bit of $50 million. That's barely anything. And then of course we have BlackRock Coffee coming out and going 30% above their IPO price. And they're under a $1 billion valuation company only selling coffee. And then we have a limit order on Legions that actually opened underneath the IPO price, but then eventually went back up. Same thing with the VIA, opened underneath and actually went back up after. So what are we seeing? You can be a company and losing a ton of money, but if you're losing money, you need to have a hype company. We can see this because VIA is losing money, but they're not a hype company. So they opened under. But the thing's figure is not that hype a little bit, but they are a good company and profitable, so they opened above. But the limit order just didn't hit. Of course, a large company will have a play in this, but it's not as big as the picture as I thought it was. Moral of the story, you need hype. Moral of the story, you literally just need hype for these IPOs to hit. That's literally it. And for your pre-IPOs, for your limit order strategy, it's literally just the exact same as I've been doing for every single IPO. It hasn't changed. Of course, for Gemini, it was a lot faster, and it got halted on the upside. Basically, for what we learned from limit orders, same thing as usual. You put your limit order in, and if it doesn't move at all, if it doesn't move for the first couple seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, it's most likely going to start trending down or flat, or maybe a little bit up, so you sell out of it. But what happened with Gemini, what happened with Figure and Bullish, is literally as soon as limit order is going, it jumps up like 5-10% literally right away. So when this thing jumped up, it got halted pretty quickly. That's when people start to panic, but you don't have to worry about halts. If it halts on the upside, that means it's going to make a spike up in price. And then once the halt happens, you have to be ready to sell as soon as that thing starts dipping or right away after the halt. But then what happened, if you didn't get out, then it started dropping fast, and then it halted on the downside, and then you're screwed. Because even if you try to sell, it will sell at the next available sell point, which would be halted down a couple dollars underneath, which is already like 15% down. And I know we said we made 10%, but thinking about it, we probably made like 20% because we started at 37 and then ended at 45. So around 10 to 20% made just on this one IPO. We made money off Legions, and overall my regular portfolio went up 10%, so it was an amazing day for us. Overall IPO hype is still here, we just need, the main thing is hype, it's crazy. No fundamentals.